Hello there. My name is Neil Hipkiss and I am the Brexit Party candidate for Bristol West. I moved to Bristol back in 1985, quite a long time ago, from London, and I worked at the BBC. I was given a chance to work at the BBC in Bristol, and I absolutely loved Bristol, loved the country, loved the county, loved the city. It's the most fantastic place in the world, if you want my opinion, and I have been around the world quite a few times. I worked for the BBC in Bristol and other companies around the industry for about 30 years. I'm quite well known within the industry, which is good or bad. Throughout my life, I've been quite a Eurosceptic, to be honest with you. Never quite trusted the people in Brussels. Didn't think they were in it for us. Didn't think they were in it for everybody else. So at the opportunity of the referendum, I thought this is my chance to actually speak my mind and say what I want. And I thought we were going to get that delivered. 17.4 million of us thought we were going to get our democratic decision delivered. And unfortunately, in March this year, that didn't happen, which left a lot of people like myself not only politically homeless, but absolutely distraught, because we thought that we were going to get what we voted for. Then came the Brexit Party, and that is why I'm here today. I joined the Brexit Party more or less on day one, and spent a lot of my time promoting the Brexit Party. And when you consider my background, that was quite difficult, because most of the media people that I work with were voting for Remain, and I was kind of like a little boy in the middle, being fired at by arrows everywhere. But I didn't stop, and I wasn't going to let it stop, because I want to see democracy delivered. I want us to see that we actually do leave the European Union, and we don't just keep this process dragging on and on and on. It needs to come to a conclusion. We put our faith in the politicians that we have, the career politicians I call them, the ones that have, they're in it for the good of the party, in it for the good of the people. Right. I put my faith in them, and come October they didn't deliver again, and everybody saw the mess that was created with our political system, with the way that our politicians basically treated us like contempt. So I decided to put myself forward as a candidate, and luckily I was selected to represent Bristol West. I know it's going to be a difficult constituency to represent, but I'm prepared to give it a try. The reason I want to give it a try is because there are around about 20,000 voters in Bristol West who didn't vote to stay in the EU. Beyond Brexit, let's say for example we do leave on the 31st of January, I'd like to see within our constituency focus being made on those people who don't have a lot of money. There's quite a lot of our constituency live below the breadline, shall we say, and they do feel forgotten. I've met some fantastic people in the last week or two. Some have told me horror stories about how they've been let down by the local council and by their local MP at the moment. And for me, that's one thing I would like to try and stand up for, to get their housing and their lives better and more on track and more like everybody else throughout the country. Obviously there's the new clean air zone, which is a great idea. I'm all for cleaning up the city, but has it really been thought through? I mean, diesel cars nowadays, they're quite clean actually, especially with the brand new engines that are just coming out. So maybe a thought about that would be handy. And the other thing I find quite amazing is that we've got Bristol City Council on one hand trying to stop cars coming into the city, and on the other hand they're proposing to redevelop the Cumberland Basin, build more bridges so that more cars can get into the city. I'd like to put not the brakes on cleaning up the city, but at least a pause so that we can actually get some proper information about what this will what this will deliver. And don't forget, If you want to see politics change for good, please vote for me, Neil Hipkiss, and the Brexit Party on the 12th of December.